Yo, what's going on, yo? How's it going? What's up? I'm sorry for being so fucking excited. Guys, I found a new spot to do some videos, and I'm so happy about it. I won't tell you where I am, but obviously the lighting's different, but this is the best I can find for right now. Man, so much has happened, guys. I'm still working at the dealership. Before the last video that I posted, if any of you guys saw that, I was actually late many times, and it came back to me, and my manager was like, "Hey, you cannot do this anymore. Next time you're done." And it was enough for me to go to Walmart and get me one of those conventional alarms that actually go brrrring, like actual, like it's like a little dinger that hits metal on each side, and it actually wakes me up. It's so loud and annoying that it makes a good alarm. So anyways, that was a good investment. So okay, so what I'm getting on to talk about today, guys, I was having some thoughts, and this is on the basis of decision making. Not just decision making, but similar to the past video where I'm talking about the tree trunk and how that's symbolic of the way our thoughts work in our brain with our neural circuitry. I was like, okay, we can make this one decision to where all the decisions that are kind of in line to this one decision are supporting that decision and creating a larger, wider pathway so that it's easier to think, speak, and act upon that belief that we have. So, guys, I was out in the woods today. I was at a little nature park, and I like walking in the woods every Sunday to just clear my mind and purify my soul, so to speak, from the week and it's all of its, distractions and stuff. It's very important that I do this, or else my week just goes very poor. Anyways, guys, I was listening to like a motivational speech, and Jocko Willink was in it, and he talks about how it's a lot more that who we are and the people we become has to do with a lot more than just nature versus nurture. It's a decision, is what it came to the conclusion in my mind. It's a decision. Everyone makes a decision. And that decision is, what do I want? It's, I am where I am, and I know that the future can be better. What am I willing to do to make it that way? What am I willing to do to get myself out of this hole, out of the trenches, and out into the endless possibilities that life is offering to me every day on a daily basis that I'm just not seeing because of my conditioning. I just don't see it. I'm looking for the negative every day, right? I'm seeing that I don't have the best car. It doesn't run the way I want it to be. I get to work and I'm tired. I wake up and I'm tired. Guys, the way you wake up every day is so important. That sets the baseline for the way that the rest of your day goes, right? And the way that I like to start my day, guys, is with a good, healthy dose of gratitude. Because it's the way that I start my day is not with being happy. It's not with being money conscious, although that's great, guys. But everything comes from gratitude. All of the good things that come to us in our lives come from the vibrational frequency of gratitude. Because you have to be thankful for what you have now. That's the easiest way to get into the mode of receiving, is to feel thankful for the various things that are in your life now. So when we get into that zone in the mornings, good things happen to us throughout the day, not because of some magical, although life is magical, not because you made a spell on the day, but that's kind of how it works, but I'm not even going to go into that woohoo stuff. It's just like, you're conditioning your brain every day that you wake up with gratitude in your heart, guys. You're telling the day, and you're telling the little mind in your head that you are open to possibilities that will lead you to greater things, whether it's in this day or the next day or in 10 years or in 20 years. It's all mental, guys. It's about what's between your ears. That controls what you think, what you say, what you do. And what you think, say, and do is in large part everything that is in your life. It's everything that happens to you. My mom made a great point today. I was in the van with her, and for the life of me, I was just getting kind of annoyed with the things that she was talking about. Guys, I can't help it sometimes. And she brought it to my attention that, and like, she was so right, and I could not deny it. Okay, she's like, you getting annoyed by what I'm saying has to do with you. It's all having to do with you, not me. And she's absolutely right. Guys, not everyone we meet is going to have the same mentality. Not everyone we meet is going to have the same ideas and conditioning that we wish them to have. They're not going to be always on the brighter side of the grass, or however they say it. They're not going to always support yada yada. It's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. It's just friction. Life is friction. When people say life is suffering, they're just talking about the friction in life. That leads us to, sharpen the saw. We are the saw. Our mind is the saw. When bad things happen in our life, it's an opportunity to get better. Life doesn't get better if you don't get better. So, you should be thankful that you meet people that kind of tug at your buttons. They push your buttons. They're kind of a sore, they're a needle in your toe, or I don't know, I'm just making shit up, but you guys get the idea. When things are not going our way, it's an opportunity to challenge ourselves in our minds to allow it to be the way that it is, and understand that the way that what we're experiencing comes from our internal reception to it. It's the way that we're thinking of it. It's our perception. Guys, that's another thought I had when I was out in the mountains. So there's some beautiful views out there. I go hiking at this beautiful place called Turkey Mountain, and it's a nice place. There's a lot of high spots where you just get a really beautiful view of the city. And I had like this weird analogy where I'm like, okay, the world is the world. There are things in the world that we cannot change. Things are there whether we're there to see it or not. However, what they mean to us, right, is all about where we are standing on that mountain, from where we are seeing ourselves in the world. And I was just like, man, okay, so like this goes back to the way you visualize yourself in the world, who you are in your own mind, because fuck everybody else's opinion of you. It comes down to who you think you are. Because that's what's vibrating out to the world. People treat you the way that you think of yourself. Okay, so I'm out there and I'm walking through the woods, being with myself, and I'm like, holy fucking shit. I'm out here on this really top hill. I'm standing on a rock. The trees are kind of out of the way, so I can actually see across the river that's kind of that the mountain is next to, and I can see the water down, and I can see, the buildings across the water, and it's just so beautiful, guys. And I'm just like, it served as an analogy to me, because the way I was thinking was like, okay, a lot of the things in our life are the way they are, but it is exactly the way that we think of it that leads us to taking action, right? This is why I put so much importance on the way that we think and we speak, because our words and our thoughts are the precursors to our life. They're the precursors to the future of our life, because we act upon our emotions, and our emotions a lot of the time are intertwined with our thoughts. So whether it's the thought that comes first or the emotions and thoughts are there. What you can control most of the time, if you train yourself, is how to react. And we can do this through various different practices, such as meditation, right? Literally just sitting there and being in touch with the sounds, the smells, the sights, the feelings, your feet on the ground, shit like that, your breath, focusing on your breath, and also things like cold showers, because they're so stressful to our body. There's stuff that we're not used to, right? It serves as a stressor, and stressors demand our attention. That's why I think it's really good for anyone that's going through depression. Nobody wants to go through a cold shower. It fucking sucks, guys. Even if you've been doing it every day for the past 2 years, every time you go in, it's cold. Cold is cold, right? You cannot kid yourself. But what changes, guys, as you start to make this a habit, is that you no longer You're no longer trapped in the thoughts of your mind that are saying, "Oh, it's gonna be fucking cold. Oh God, it's gonna be cold." And you're sitting in hot water, yet your mind's playing what you think that it's gonna be like when you turn the cold water on. How fucking stupid is that? So that's what changes. So and you start to notice it, guys. You start to notice it. You're like, the way that I do it, and it's different from what I used to do, which back then was a lot more hardcore. I would wake up at 5, go straight to the fucking bathroom, turn on that cold water and get in there. Oh boy, that shit sucked. But it got me in the zone quick, man, like quick. But now I'll read, do some exercise, then go take a shower, but I'll start with hot water. And then I make the choice to turn the knob to cold. But that's what's changed, is like now I just accept it. It's a part of my routine. It's like, bitch, it's going to be cold whether you cry about it or not. Just fucking go through it. Like, it's going to be what it is. It is what it is. I realized, guys, I started to realize that the cold water was not the issue. It was my mind's perception of it. It was the fear. It was the anxiety building up and knowing that that my body was about to go through something that it wasn't used to. The uncomfortable, the discomfort of of showering in a really cold water, having that go across your head and your spine. Oh man, when they hit your spine, Bo, and your chest, it sucks. But guys, I can take it now. It's like, it's just a sensation. I can go through it without my mind being wavered. Everything's in the mind, right? So I don't know, guys. I fucking love this shit. Like, and I'm excited to be back on here, because sometimes I'll get these ideas and it's like stuff that I really want to get out to you guys, or to the world in general. But yeah, man, go through discomfort, do the uncomfortable shit, because as Jocko Willink says, when bad shit happens, there's a good result that comes out of it. You end up, you become stronger. If you lost that job, good. You fucking deserved it, didn't you? Just like with me, if I would have lost my job, the first that I came back knowing I was late, I was like, man, I fucking lost my job. And I was so like, I didn't care about anyone's opinion. I was just so concentrated within myself to be like, motherfucker, you gotta change. What is going on here? And they gave me a second chance, and I'm thankful for that, because I really love my job. It can be fucking shitty at sometimes, but overall, for my age and the things for what I need for my growth and my character, this job is it. Right now, it's good. It's doing what it needs to do. And that takes me back to another point, guys. Your job should not just be to make money. It should be to build experience. And there are 3 forms of income. Earned income, right? Portfolio income, the things that you put your money into to make money for you. And I guess lucrative or entrepreneurial income, where you flip shit. You like spend money and you like twist it to where you can sell it in the market for more money because you put more value in it. But right now, all I really have is my earned income. Therefore, my earned income is very, very important. But it should also be fulfilling. It should challenge you. It should lead you to greater heights. And I don't know. I guess the whole topic of this video I'm really talking about is decision, right? That's what I started with. You make the decision to go through the discomfort so that you can come out better than you were before. Anyways, God bless. Y'all have a great night. Thanks for tuning in. See y'all in the next one.